I was out in the heat and I have sweat on me. Hello. I'm about to read something that I wrote. I basically have been considering taking a medicine for weight loss, but hello, I haven't really wrapped my mind around it enough to commit or decide to do it, but I have a doctor's appointment on September 15th, and so I'm trying to decide. Hello, Hassan. Thank you for watching. I wonder where you are. I see you on there sometimes, and it's really nice to have you following along. Hello. So I guess I can read this thing that I wrote. I was thinking maybe I'd wait till there are a couple more people in here. But excuse me. I have had a funny day. My my cat needed flea drops, and I neglected to give her flea drops for 2 months. Well, usually it's my mother who's supposed to do the cat. I give the dog flea drops every month exactly on a certain day, but the cat didn't get the flea drops for about 2 months, and then so we've been cleaning up after fleas. Hey. Yeah, we've been cleaning up fleas. And I don't have hot water in my house at the laundry. Like, our laundry machine only does it in cold water usually. And so I went to the laundromat to use hot water. If I would eat one meal, what would it be? Like my last meal? Is that kind of what it is? Or like if every day I ate one meal and it was just my one meal of the day? Which one of those am I answering? Because I would like to answer both of those. Yes. Which one? Like, okay, I'll answer both of them. Let's see here. If I was to eat one meal, I'm gonna get out a piece of paper because I want to write this down. Okay, if I was every day, if I was to eat one meal, and that's like I ate the same thing every day, and I just ate that meal every day, what I would eat in a day, that's a really great question to ask. Okay, I would include in my meal a salad, or so I have to eat the same thing every time. So am I probably like I would go for either spinach or kale salad because I really have to get my vegetables. And if I chose to do like romaine, then it wouldn't be like I wouldn't be getting much nutrition. So I'm going spinach or kale salad. It's really hard because I like variety, like the variety of days. So I'm just gonna I would have to be able to make it every day, whatever it was. I think it would have salmon in what I was eating. I think I would eat I personally am such a big sushi fanatic that I probably would eat salmon. Um, Maybe I could do sushi every day. Okay, I would do a salmon sushi and a kale salad. And the kale salad would have, or spinach, I forget which one, but like I would do in my spinach salad, it would have nuts and cheese. So, hello everyone. And it would be like a wonderful salad with probably like balsamic vinegar is usually my go-to dressing. And I feel like I need more than salmon sushi for a whole day, do I? Not. I like sweet potato sushi. That stuff is so good. Um But what I'm talking about is if I was to repeat this meal every single day, what would I eat? So that we're going to put a bookmark in what I just said. That is thank you all for your loves and everything. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears for a second. If this was my last meal on earth, so, if I was having my last meal on earth, the first thing that comes to mind is so funny because it's not a main course at all, but it's a dessert, and that is lemon meringue pie homemade. All right, so lemon meringue pie homemade in my last meal on earth. um, Honestly, goodness gracious, what else do I need? I could just eat a bunch of lemon meringue pie. My last meal on earth. Huh. I guess that like usually people would include things that are kind of difficult to make, like holiday traditions that they love. My favorite holiday meal is Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Um, which has to involve stuffing. And what do you put in your Christmas dinner? That's interesting. I to me they're similar. Thanksgiving and Christmas are kind of like pretty similar meals that we have, except for um sometimes there's ham, sometimes there's turkey, and it just depends on what people feel like making. I'm trying to think. Maybe I should read what I wrote, which is the thing about zepbound. Okay, and I thought that it would be funny. I thought that I was writing comedy, but it ended up just not being funny. Probably, I don't know. If you want to laugh at it, feel free. So I started off, I go, I'm in my Dr. Pepper era. I know it's not good for my health, and I'm thinking of trying Zepbound, one of those new weight loss medications. And if I go on Zepbound, I'll have to drink my last doctor. In one doctor and out with the other, I guess. So that's where it stopped being funny. Okay, so I'm torn actually about whether I should go on something to control the weight or just to moderate calories without medicine. The medications have a long list of terrible sounding temporary side effects that seem to teach fat people how to eat less. If you overeat, you get nauseous or constipated or a number of other conditions. And also, you get gas that causes burps, especially if you drink sodas. My doctor's appointment with the sleep apnea doctor September 15th, and she's the one I'd be asking about zepbound, so I'll keep you posted. Anyway, health is more important than soda, so maybe I should go for it. In the meantime, I started logging my calories, so that can't hurt either way. And I'm sure that I'm not sure that I look 400 pounds, but I am 400 pounds. So, to me, that is like the cutoff point of doom. Um, okay. I'm gonna go back to listing this. You should edit with CapCut with your videos. I will think about that. All right. Um, so I'm gonna go back to my meal. If I was to eat one meal every day, I would eat a spinach and kale salad with nuts and cheese and balsamic vinegar. I have so many videos. I don't know if you know this, but I've tried to do some somewhat motivational videos. I get what you're saying though. Like actually that would be good for me if I actually had any motivation. That would what would be the subject of my motivational video? Because that if you give me that, then I'll roll with it. So what should the motivational video be about? Like because I could do something about like why people should put out things on YouTube, but none of my actual people who watch my YouTube videos want to put out YouTube videos really. So I don't think I want to do that because none of them are really wanting to do that. So I guess motivation around weight loss or logging your calories or trying to be I've tried to do about exercise, about how health is more important. Okay, I'll try to make a motivational video about how health is more important. Good idea. I think that I'm going here and there in this video. Then soda. Like I could do a motivational video while drinking Dr. Pepper about how important health is. I'm not gonna do that. I was just kidding. I am trying to figure out what direction this video is going because I already read the thing that I was gonna read. Let's see here. I have another poem. This one's kind of odd though. Let's see here. Oh. I called it Hummingbird. This poem. It says, I used to crave messy people because I was a messy person. Now I'm straight and narrow, and sometimes I wish I had more friends too. And often it's not worth sacrifice of leaving my home. It would be so nice to know someone I could trust with my peace, no matter what. My favorite color originally was orange, and I think right now it's kind of like a turquoise. Maybe. It's been a while since I thought about it. But maybe it's indigo, not indigo, Prussian blue is one of my favorite colors. But I like adding white. I'm glad you're changing the conversation because I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. And I'm just kind of holding on by a thread, which is your little things that you say. Blue might be your favorite color. Maybe. I have all of this paint here, you see? And this is like a tube of precious paint because it happens to be my favorite. This is my favorite color to paint with, which is Prussian blue, which you can add white to, and it gets really light and it's really beautiful. And like it, you can paint the ocean with these colors, which is something that I love doing. And maybe I should do right now in a minute here. There's a different tube. I have a lot of it. Same, cool. You like blue? What else? I like your questions. I do like painting. I like painting. I'm gonna save this as last meal. I save like all my documents. It's a good way to keep up with things. Put it in my. Mhm. Yeah, I painted that behind me. Yes. Yeah. Oop. Yep. There's a video on YouTube of me painting it. There's so many videos of me on YouTube. I was watching a Colin and Samir video. Oh, you could never. Somebody watching this says they could never. I don't know how not. I think you would do great. Um, I was watching a Colin and Samir video a little bit ago, and it said that if you're somebody who makes videos on YouTube, you should gear your work towards the people who already are watching you, not towards the ones you want to have on there. Like if you want to have like 1 million viewers, you shouldn't gear your work towards that. You should gear it towards the ones you have on there. I think anybody can paint if they try, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not anybody, but I bet a lot of people can. Oh, my eyes are glazing over. Thank you for being on here. Okay, bye. Nice to talk. Bye. Have a good day.